he wouldn't be happy if I was talking to another guy. I obviously am not happy that he's talking to another. That was, I was getting my nails done and I was scrolling on my phone and I see a TikTok that he posted saying me when like the girl.
Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel because this drama is about to get wild. Let's get into it. Cissy has finally broken her silence about Nidal's so-called loyalty, and wow, she did not hold back. She's basically calling him out for moving on faster than anyone expected, chasing attention, kissing her on camera, and then pretending like she never even existed. Be for real. The internet has been doing cartwheels defending him like he's innocent, when honestly, they weren't even official. Okay, fine, but if it wasn't real, why is he acting like it was? Word on the street is Nidal's been telling people he heard rumors about Cissy, and that's supposedly why he cut things off. But when you look at the timing, come on, it feels way more like an excuse than a real reason.
Heard some things I didn't want to hear, and not just from them. There was a couple other people too that like you wouldn't expect that I would have heard it from, but it was just not good stuff, so I just didn't want to take the chance. And yeah, that's why.
Almost like he needed a story to fall back on after using her moment for attention. And then he tried to twist the whole thing, saying the kiss they shared didn't mean much because she's in California and he's in Nashville. Wait, what? Is he trying to say that long distance means loyalty doesn't count anymore? So he can travel around, film those couple-coded videos, kiss girls on camera, and still act like it's not that deep? Make it make sense? But now that Cissy's revealing the real conversations, the ones we never got to hear, everything's starting to click. Everyone kept trying to downplay it, saying, relax, they weren't official. Okay, sure, but Cissy wasn't out here playing games. She was focused on one person, fully believing they were on the same vibe, just without the label. And honestly, it's giving exclusive without the title energy, until he switched up when it suited him.
And he like sent me a picture of her, and then he was like, this girl wants to date me, but like I don't want to date.
Looking at everything now, it's kind of giving two totally different stories. Cissy clearly thought they were together, while Nidal seemed to think he was still living the single life. Picture this, Cissy's just chilling at her nail appointment, scrolling through her phone like anyone else. And suddenly she sees a TikTok of the guy she thought she was exclusive with. Basically soft launching Ruby May as his new someone special. And she finds out the same way the rest of us did, through social media. That level of disrespect is wild. And then boom, Cissy drops the screenshots. And sorry, but those messages were not casual. Nidal was out here saying things like he really cared about her, that he didn't want to just talk online, that he wanted her there with him, like he was really trying to build something genuine. So now everyone's asking the same question. Did he actually lead her on the whole time? Because honestly, that's exactly what it's starting to look like. Now people are connecting all the dots they once ignored. Remember when Jordan Matter said he didn't want Salish dating Nidal? Back then, everyone thought he was being overprotective or just dramatic. But now, the comments are full of people saying things like, maturing is realizing this is exactly what Jordan was talking about. It's all coming full circle, and the internet is losing it.
Told Cissy to add me on Snap, and I ended up apologizing again. I think you probably saw that on her video. And we talked it out, you know, she made her video, I commented, like all is good.
The whole situation with Salish and Nidal has the internet working overtime. People are connecting the dots faster than he can even delete a TikTok. But here's where things get really surprising. Ruby actually stepped in and spoke out after the internet started pulling her into all this drama. Everyone already knew about this situationship, so when her name got mentioned, she clearly felt she had to say something. Ruby made a post saying she had no idea that Cissy and Nidal were even a thing. She explained that she was told they weren't dating at all, and honestly, she still doesn't know what the full truth is. Which, fair enough. If you're only hearing one side of the story and that person's downplaying everything, of course you're not going to catch the real picture right away.
Down through clout. Ruby made like 3 extra unnecessary videos just to ride the wave. And Cissy was in.
But let's talk timing. That apology came right after the internet backlash hit hard. Fans were already calling her out and labeling her things she didn't deserve, even though it seems like she didn't know what she was stepping into at all. And then came the real curveball. No one saw this coming. Ruby May apparently already has a boyfriend, like a full-on relationship. And get this, Nidal himself confirmed it in another video. The plot just keeps getting thicker and people are seriously questioning what's real anymore. Now it's really not looking good for him. Instead of focusing on the girl who clearly cared about him, he was out here chasing someone who already had a whole relationship going on. And then, to make it worse, he started saying the reason he didn't want to get serious with Cissy was because he heard bad things about her. From who exactly? Random anonymous TikTok accounts? Be for real. If he actually had doubts, he could have just asked her straight up instead of smiling in her face while quietly planning his way out. Meanwhile, Ruby came through with her own explanation, and honestly, it clears a few things up.
Number 4, how me and Cissy broke up. Yes, she asked me, are we done? And I said, I don't know, are we? And then she said, we're done. That was basically my way of breaking up, but in the nicest way, by letting her.
She said she and Nidal started talking back in July, and he even asked her if she knew who Cissy was. Ruby said no, even after looking her up. So clearly, Cissy wasn't presented to her as someone important in his life. Then, Nidal allegedly told Ruby that Cissy wanted to date him, but that he wasn't interested. So, of course, Ruby didn't think much of it. That right there says a lot. It shows how completely different he was making the situation sound depending on who he was talking to. It's like he was flipping the script to fit his own story, and now all the contradictions are catching up fast. The red flags just kept stacking up one after another. Ruby said she started getting hate messages from people close to Cissy, which instantly made her realize that something definitely wasn't adding up. So what did she do? She reached out. According to her, Cissy added her on Snapchat, and they actually talked it out. Ruby even apologized, and now, get this, the two of them are totally cool with each other. No more blaming, no more misdirected anger, just two girls realizing that the real issue was never between them. But there's still one person left in the spotlight, Nidal. Instead of taking responsibility and admitting that things got messy because of him, he decided to double down with a follow-up TikTok trying to explain himself, and somehow made it all look even worse. He basically said that the screenshots Cissy shared were unnecessary. Like, come on, receipts only feel unnecessary to the one who got caught. Everyone else appreciates the clarity. Then he tried to flip the whole story, claiming both girls were just chasing attention now that his name was trending. He even pointed out that Ruby made 3 follow-up videos, as if that automatically made her look suspicious. The internet wasn't buying it though. People were quick to say he was deflecting instead of being honest. And honestly, at this point, his damage control is doing the exact opposite. It's digging him in deeper. Of course, the girls bonded. How could they not? They literally found out they were both being played by the same person at the same time. The fact that people are calling out their friendship is wild because honestly, the only reason they even know each other is because he put them in this messy triangle to begin with. Instead of being at odds, they turned that drama into solidarity, and the internet is actually living for it. But then came the moment that made everyone pause. Nidal himself confirmed that he and Cissy had broken up. Yep, he actually used the word breakup. And sure, that would make sense if he had ever acknowledged that there was a relationship to begin with. But this is the same guy who's been loudly claiming they were never dating. So now everyone's like, wait, what exactly ended then? What relationship did he just say goodbye to in public? Because you can't break up with someone you were supposedly never with. The contradiction was too obvious to ignore, and fans instantly started calling him out in the comments. It's giving major caught in your own story energy. And just when everyone thought it couldn't get more confusing, it did. After that breakup comment went viral, Nidal tried to clean things up with another post, but instead of clearing the air, he threw even more shade. He said something along the lines of how people were misinterpreting his words, and that he only said breakup because that's how Cissy saw it. Like what? So now he's blaming the whole misunderstanding on her feelings. The internet was not having it. People started pointing out how he kept switching up the narrative depending on who he was talking to. One minute, he's saying they were just friends. The next, he's using relationship terms. Then, when called out, he acts like everyone else is overreacting. The comment section was full of people saying things like, bro, just own it, and you can't gaslight the whole internet. It was chaos. And while he was trying to fix his image, Cissy stayed quiet, which only made her look even more composed. Fans started praising her for keeping her cool while he kept talking himself in circles. Every post he made just added fuel to the confusion, and people were starting to realize this wasn't about clout anymore, it was about credibility, and his was slipping fast. Then came the bombshell nobody saw coming. Someone leaked unseen messages between Nidal and another girl. Yeah, another one. These screenshots showed him talking about how people always twist things and how he just wants someone who won't make everything public. The irony was not lost on anyone. Commenters were quick to say that maybe the problem wasn't the girls at all. Maybe it was how he was moving. What made it even wilder was that the timestamps overlapped with when he was supposedly talking to both Cissy and Ruby. Fans immediately started comparing the messages, and it became clear that he had been repeating the same flirty lines to multiple people. The internet went crazy with side-by-side screenshots, calling it copy-paste romance. Meanwhile, Ruby and Cissy stayed silent. No TikToks, no comments, nothing. It was like they had both decided they'd said their piece and were done entertaining it. That silence spoke louder than any response could. Meanwhile, Nidal kept dropping vague quotes like, "People believe what they want to believe," and "Sometimes walking away is peace." But the comment sections weren't buying it. People were calling him out, saying he was trying to sound deep while dodging accountability. By this point, everyone was exhausted from trying to keep up. But the drama wasn't done yet. A fan account dug up an old live stream where Nidal had actually hinted that he was seeing someone special months before Cissy ever spoke out. The clip resurfaced and instantly went viral. Fans paused every second of it, analyzing his tone, his expressions, everything. And guess what? It lined up perfectly with the same timeline he now claims nothing serious was happening. That clip changed the entire conversation. People realized this wasn't just about mixed signals, it was about him rewriting the story once the attention turned against him. The internet started labeling him as the TikTok heartbreaker, and memes popped up overnight. His comment sections turned into full-on investigation zones, with people cross-referencing posts and dates like detectives. And through it all, Cissy and Ruby stayed united. No shade, no subtweets, just peace. Their friendship became the unexpected twist that turned the narrative around completely. What started as a messy triangle ended with two women realizing they deserved better, and one guy realizing that deleting posts can't erase receipts. The problem with trying to cover one lie with another is that you eventually lose track of the story. Every single time Nidal tries to explain himself, he ends up revealing more truth than he meant to. It's like watching someone accidentally expose their own plot twist in real time. And the internet can't stop watching. Now everyone's asking the same thing. Did he ever truly care about Cissy, or was she just someone he liked having around until something new caught his attention? Because every explanation he gives just digs the hole deeper. The more he talks, the more his story starts to unravel, and people are noticing details he probably thought no one would catch. So here's the question. Do you think he lied? Do you think he cheated? Or is he just trying way too hard to make everyone forget what we all saw play out online? Because until he finally takes real responsibility for his actions, this drama isn't ending anytime soon. Subscribe for more updates, because something tells me this story still isn't over.